You said you wanted to lead your wife, your relationship, your family. Great. But stop expecting her to just hand you the reins without resistance. She's not waiting with open arms. She's waiting to see if she can actually trust you to lead. Of the Be Better podcast. I'm your host, Harrison Orr. I've coached almost 500 men to reclaim their energy, their presence, their power and intimacy through leadership of themselves, then by consequence, their wife, their family, and even in business. But the biggest mistake they all make, and even I made myself, is expecting that leadership to be given, expecting that trust, that respect, even that intimacy to just be given. Like, okay, I've woken up now, I'm ready to lead, and then it just gets handed over to them. And I've been in that position before, and it cost me more respect and trust. It cost me confidence, it cost me intimacy, it cost me a whole lot of things. And the frame I want to talk through today is, if you're in that space, you recognize that you're the nice guy. You're recognizing that you're not holding that masculine frame in your relationship as much as you'd like to. There's not the polarity between your masculine and your wife's feminine. Everyone's kind of jammed in the middle in neutral no man's land. And consequently, there's no tension, there's no excitement, there's no polarity. And so you're starting to realize, okay, I need to be more into my masculine, which means I need to be more decisive. I need to direct more. I need to lead more. Stop being so agreeable. Stop being a yes man. And I know this definitely happened to me when I started this, and hell, still happens, right? We get challenged on that leadership, on that direction. We've made up our mind, okay, this is what I need to do. And I've been told that that's what my wife really wants. She really wants me to lead. And then so I try to lead, I try to direct, I try to be decisive, and then I get pushback. And in the past, I used to get frustrated at this. I used to get triggered by this. And I used to be so fucking confused because I was like, I thought this is what she wanted. Why would, if this is what she wanted, why would she push back? Why would she challenge me on this? I'm even more confused now. And that's because I was expecting her to just hand it over, to just hand over that leadership, that control, and consequently the respect and the trust that comes with it. Even though I had no proof of being capable of doing that up until this point. Up until this point, I had relinquished the ability to make decisions and to lead to her. I don't care, babe, whatever you want. Or I'm easy, it's totally up to you. You decide. Anything you want. Each time giving her not just the control and the power to make the decision and to choose the direction, but by also showing that I'm not capable of leading, of deciding, of picking a direction and guiding us. And so, naturally, there should be friction, right? There should be this pushback because she has no proof. She's not able to trust that we can lead yet. And so if you're at that space now, and this is something that I wish I knew when I started on this, but I didn't, so I'm going to share it with you and hopefully it helps you on your journey. When you start to take the lead, you start to make decisions, expect the pushback. Expect her to say, no, I don't feel like that. Or if you try to lead, you try to plan a date night, babe, I've got a surprise for you, you're going to love it. I don't like surprises, I don't trust you, tell me what it is, I need to know. Beautiful. Expect that. Don't get triggered and frustrated like I used to, and can even more confused, because that that pushback, that challenge is a test in itself. And depending on how we handle that will depend on if she is closer to trusting us, respecting us, and giving us that ability to lead, or if it proves that, no, we're not ready. That challenge was right and we're not really ready to lead. And so when you find yourself in that position, don't get frustrated. Don't get short. Don't get passive aggressive. Don't just shut down or go back to old ways and just become a yes man, or throw your hands in the air and just think, oh, well, fuck, fine. Do whatever you want then. I don't even care. I just tried to do this and I thought you'd learn it. No. Throw all those things out there. That is just proof that you're not ready to lead. That was a test and you failed. And so if you're getting short, you're reactive, you're frustrated, you're defensive, that shows to her that we might say that we want to lead, but we're not capable yet. If we want to pass that test, if we want to show that we are capable of leading, that we are ready to earn that trust, that respect, that title of leader in our relationship back, we need to stay calm and grounded and expect the pushback. And when it comes, beautiful. Keep making a decision. Keep guiding from a calm and a neutral place, communicating that clearly and still having that frame. And to be clear, we're not, no, I'm leading, I made a decision, this is what we're doing. There's no ifs, no buts, no bullshit, nothing about it, this is what we're doing. And coming at it from a harsh, tyrannical type of approach, because I promise you that will not get you what you want either. And so it's deciding, oh, I don't feel like that. Cool, let's go to Thai. Oh, I don't know about Thai. Cool, let's go to Italian. Oh, I don't really know about Italian. Oh, there's an amazing new steakhouse here. Lead, right? And being able to stay calm and even introduce a bit of humor into this situation as well, because she's going to be able to tell by your tone and your body language if with each response or each pushback, you're just bubbling up and getting frustrated and getting more short with your responses. And you know what that's going to evoke? More testing. She's going to he's almost at breaking point. I don't think he's ready to lead yet. Let's see if he can save himself here. A couple more tests, and then cool. If you can maintain that frame, keep deciding, maybe she'll allow it. But if you snap, you get frustrated, it's going to prove that you're not ready to lead. And so that's been the frame that's really helped me in this, in seeing these challenges and these tests as such, as opposed to a hindrance or a blockage or anything that's counterproductive to the progress that I want to make, is the frame that the man that I want to become, right? The mature masculine, the divine masculine, the level of leader, husband, father, business owner, the man that I am growing into, that I'm becoming, has to earn his stripes. He has to earn the ability to lead. He has to earn the trust and the respect. He has to earn the ability to remain stoic in the times of conflict and chaos and argument, and the ability to have the hard conversations and stay calm and grounded and present in those moments. And so if they're all the traits that I want to have, am I just going to be handed those on a silver platter? Of course not. Just like the reason for our wife testing us in this space is the same reason we need to embrace these for proof. There's no proof that we're capable of these things yet. So that's why she's testing and challenging us. And so with that same frame, each of these is an opportunity for us to prove that we're ready, to prove that we are who we say we are, that we are capable of doing these things. And when we switch that frame, like, oh, of course, beautiful, a chance for me to earn my wife's trust and respect, an opportunity for me to show what type of leader I am, to show that I can lead her in all her beautiful, glorious emotions. Because most guys want to lead their partner when she's in the mood, when she's excited, when she's playful, when she's all these things. They want to have that type of leadership, but they can't handle it when she's erratic, stressed, overstimulated, all over the place. And so that will limit the range in which she's able to give you, because she'll know, okay, he can't handle me that far, that way. He can't handle me that extreme when I'm chaotic. So that means he's not going to be able to handle me that much when I go so far into the deeply erotic, playful, like lost in that soulful, spiritual, connected intimacy time, right? Sacred slut is the word that people in the spiritual space often refer to that, I was going to say persona, but that element of the femininity, right? And so if we can't handle one end of the spectrum, she's not going to be able to go to the full end of the other. And it's the same for us as the masculine. If we can't tap into and control our darker emotions, our shadow, like our rage, our aggression, and all the things of that frequency, well, it then limits to the depths in which we can love. It might sound confusing, but otherwise we're just stuck in this middle space of, well, being angry, frustrated, and rageful is bad, so suppress that. And being too far on the other extreme is nice, but then we limit ourselves there. So we're just stuck in this very short range of emotions. We limit in ourselves in what we can feel and then express. And then by consequence, what we're able to withstand and hold when our partner wants to express. And then they'll start to limit how much they can express because they'll know how much we can and can't take. They'll know, that's where his limit is. That's where he gets short, he gets frustrated, he comes undone, or he loses control. And not always loses, I don't mean lose control as in, he gets angry, he punches a hole in the wall, but he loses his masculine frame. He's easily tempted. He goes into nice guy traits of being agreeable, being pleasing. He backs away. He can't hold the storm. And so if we want the full expression of our woman, we need to be able to have the full expression of us. And so ask yourself the tests, the challenges that you're being faced with in this scenario, by your wife, by your partner. How are they an opportunity? How are they a test for the man that you said you want to become? You can use the same frame with your kids. You said you wanted to be a patient dad. You said you wanted to be empathetic or caring or always there for them. Are you patient and empathetic when they're having a tantrum because you cut their apple in half wrong? Are you calm and controlled when they're having their fifth meltdown in the last 20 minutes? Are you really there for them when they're expressing some of these erratic and chaotic and bipolar emotions? Or are you just there for them when they're happy and smiley and ready for story time with dad? See how there's the disconnect? We only want to be there for the good times, when everybody else is regulated and calm, when our wife's in the mood and she's carefree and relaxed and in her feminine. We don't want to be there or control ourselves, practice these traits when it's time to earn them. And so that's the frame that's really helped me, like trying to be the thermostat as opposed to the thermometer. Like we control the energy of the room. We control the pace of the room. We control ourselves, and then holding that frame allows them to feel safe around us, allows them to know that we can handle whatever it is that they've got for us. But the only way that we can do any of this is from a calm and regulated state of ourself, right? If we aren't calm and regulated, as in general, like I know a hell of a lot of business owners that even when things are going well and there's no stress, they are still stressed and chaotic. They are never calm and present. And so, of course, when their wife challenges them, or there's a snide remark, or something else doesn't go to plan, she doesn't just give them the reins or just fold it at his request, then he gets frustrated. He gets short, he throws his hands in the air, or just agrees and backs off. Exactly the opposite of what she's hoping that you do. Because we're just like simmering water, waiting for that last little spark to turn to boiling and boil over. But when we are calm, regulated, grounded, and present, no matter what they say, no matter what may have triggered us in the past, we can sit there, we can breathe through it, we can stay present without justifying, without getting defensive, without mentally checking out, thinking like, oh, here we go again. And then just sitting there thinking that, okay, I just need to withstand this next 5 minutes of just verbal vomit that's going to come out. And then, she'll have her sulk and then we'll come good in like an hour's time. That's disassociating. And I promise you that's not helping the connection of you and your partner. It's not helping the understanding of each other either. It's keeping everything at that surface level. And so if you want to be able to see those opportunities and tests as such and be able to pass them, we need to be able to regulate our nervous system. We need to be in that calmer state by using our breath, by using time in nature, by getting good quality sleep, by managing our emotions and feeling them often. Get used to, and this will be a simple step from this, is get used to returning to your breath. Anytime you feel an emotion, you feel something bringing that frustration up, you feel yourself getting annoyed or angry, you feel yourself getting triggered, you feel something, bring your awareness back to your breath. And notice if that breath is through your nose or through your mouth, into your chest or down into your belly or your diaphragm. Is it short? Is it shallow? Are you focused on the inhale, or are you exhaling longer than your inhale? And then bringing that awareness back to your breath, and then slowly starting to shift that into nasal breaths, deep into the diaphragm, expanding that out, so pushing your belly out basically as you breathe in, and then breathing out through your mouth, slower than you inhale. That is naturally going to put your nervous system into the parasympathetic state, which is your rest and digest, your calm state. It's going to help you bring your presence and your awareness back into your body so you can be present and out of your head, which is going to enable you to listen to your partner more, listen to what she's communicating, listen to the feelings that are coming through, not just the words. Because when we can listen to the feelings, we can start to understand what it is she needs from us. We can then start to validate her reality and what she's expressing. Learn to help her to feel heard and seen what she's really wanting, as opposed to just addressing the words, which is just surface level. There's so much more in the way a woman communicates than just the words. But if we're not present and we're not attuned to her, we're going to miss it, which ends up in arguments, disagreements, miscommunication, or people just shut down and then walk away, and which is even worse, I'd say. Just silence because, it's just too hard basket, I won't bother. But by being present in ourself, in our own body, attuned to our partner opposite us when they're trying to communicate, we can then understand them a hell of a lot better. Because we're seeking to understand, we're not listening to reply or formulating a response or trying to justify or defend or invalidate, even worse. So, next action items from this. When you're starting to lead, expect the pushback. Expect the challenge. Expect her to want to take back control. Amazing. Return to your breath and keep going. Lead, decide, lead, decide. Then action. Make sure you follow through with that decision. Make sure that you follow through with that direction that you've now instigated, because that's another test. He started the journey. Is he impeccable with his word? Will he follow through? Because if that fails, again, you're going to have even more testing next time round. So we need to pick the direction, make the decision, expect the pushback, breathe through it, and then go again. And so a practice that you can do every day, as often as you possibly can, is that breath through your nose, down into your stomach, 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. That's going to help regulate your nervous system, create that mind-heart coherence, bring you back into your body. And so the more that you can practice that on your own, when there is no stimulation around you, there's no one around you, you're just practicing yourself, the easier it's going to be for you to use that, in the game, so to speak, when you're actually in that conversation with your wife or anyone else that you're starting to lead. So now that you've got that, I hope that helps. Like always, don't be sorry, be better. Take action on this as well. Go and implement that literally today as soon as you listen to this. And I'd love to hear what changes for you from this. What change you notice in yourself, and then what changes in the energy from your partner in your relationship and where you lead them to. So with that, good luck, goodbye. See you next time.